All right, Yankees fans, gather around because things are heating up in the Bronx, and the latest buzz is nothing short of sensational. The talk of the town is Jason Dominguez, affectionately nicknamed the Martian, and the possibility that he might be on his way out in a blockbuster trade. For years, Dominguez has been treated like untouchable royalty, a switch-hitting phenom compared to legends, a player seemingly designed to carry the New York Yankees to glory. But the landscape is shifting. The team is at a crossroads, and the pressing need for pitching, especially a top-tier starter or a high-leverage reliever, has created a scenario where a decision must be made. The recent acquisition of Devin Williams by the New York Mets has only intensified the urgency. Dominguez is the kind of asset that could secure a top-notch arm to stabilize the rotation and protect a bullpen that has recently lost a vital component. The looming name in these trade discussions is Sandy Alcantara, whose value is sky-high, and while the cost of acquiring him would be significant, including Dominguez and possibly more, the payoff could be monumental. Pairing Alcantara with Garrett Cole and Max Fried would provide the Yankees with an innings-eating rotation, a piece crucial for shortening games and safeguarding the bullpen, a strategy reminiscent of the aggressive, win-now moves that defined past eras of Yankees dominance. Yes, the thought of trading a 22-year-old with all-star potential is painful, but the reality is that prospects are ultimately lottery tickets, and Alcantara represents immediate, guaranteed talent. Adding another layer to this conversation is the rapid rise of Spencer Jones. While Dominguez has faced injury setbacks and some defensive inconsistencies, Jones has quietly evolved, refining his swing, cutting down on strikeouts, and maintaining an impressive exit velocity. His defensive abilities and left-handed power make him an extremely compelling option. Scouts have noted that Jones's combination of size, strength, and speed is rare, and his impact on both the field and the base paths gives him a more reliable floor than Dominguez at this stage. If Jones claims the fourth outfielder role this spring, holding on to Dominguez could be seen as an inefficient use of resources. Jones could deliver a substantial portion of Dominguez's offensive output while providing high-level defense in center or left field. Meanwhile, the Yankees' outfield is already crowded with Aaron Judge, and the potential addition of players like a returning Cody Bellinger or Kyle Tucker would make playing time for Dominguez even more limited. In a part-time designated hitter role or restricted to injury reserve, his development might stall. Jones fits the profile of a fourth outfielder perfectly, offering elite speed and defensive capability off the bench, giving the Yankees flexibility while turning what could be surplus talent into a strategic advantage. The pressure on general manager Brian Kim to deliver a championship is immense, and the window for a team led by Aaron Judge is finite. Waiting for a 22-year-old to fully realize his potential in the outfield while Judge is in his prime might be a luxury the Yankees cannot afford. Instead, leveraging Dominguez's trade value for a missing piece that could immediately push the team over the top is a logical, albeit emotionally challenging, decision. Dominguez's aura as a future star makes him a hot commodity, and if he struggles or suffers injury in the upcoming season, that trade value could drop precipitously. Watching him potentially thrive in another uniform will sting, but the reality of professional sports is that championships define legacies, not prospect rankings. If Spencer Jones establishes himself this spring, it could be the signal the Yankees need to make a decisive move, turning the Martian into the key that opens the door to a title. In New York, the greatest risk is often taking no action at all, and in this high-stakes environment, boldness is rewarded. Meanwhile, the outfield situation continues to evolve. Cody Bellinger remains a highly sought-after target, and the competition for his services is fierce, particularly from American League East rivals like the Toronto Blue Jays. Bellinger has expressed interest in returning to the Yankees after a strong season, but the reality is that the Blue Jays have significant financial resources and could outbid New York if they prioritize his acquisition. This scenario adds complexity to the Yankees' offseason strategy, as retaining him could require difficult financial maneuvering. The potential addition of Kyle Tucker into this mix complicates the outfield further, with roster spots and payroll limits creating a challenging balancing act. The team has reportedly been operating under a self-imposed payroll ceiling of $300 million, a restriction that could limit flexibility and force tough decisions regarding both acquisitions and internal promotions. The implication is clear. New York may need to make calculated sacrifices to remain competitive while navigating these financial constraints, with a focus squarely on assembling the pieces that can deliver immediate results without jeopardizing long-term stability. At the same time, pitching remains the cornerstone of any championship run, and the Yankees are casting a wide net globally to strengthen their rotation. Across the Pacific, attention is fixed on Japanese pitching talents Tatsuya Emi and Kona Takahashi. Emi, a highly touted right-hander, has generated significant interest from multiple major league clubs, but the battle seems concentrated between the Yankees and the Mets. Securing Emi would provide depth, innings, and the potential for a reliable contributor early in the season, while other key starters recover from injury. Emi's contract, rumored to reach as high as $150 million, represents a considerable investment, but the Yankees are evaluating the risk against the immediate need for rotation stability. Takahashi, on the other hand, offers a cost-effective solution with a proven track record in the Nippon Professional Baseball League, capable of providing innings, stability, and the potential to contribute in relief if necessary. Together, these moves reflect a dual strategy, acquiring top-tier talent while ensuring depth and flexibility in a season where pitching health will be critical. The combination of these developments, Dominguez's potential trade, outfield competition for Bellinger and Tucker, and the aggressive pursuit of pitching talent from Japan, paints a picture of a franchise at a pivotal juncture. The Yankees are weighing immediate championship ambitions against the development of future stars, balancing the allure of young talent with the practical needs of a team in contention. The decisions made in this offseason will reverberate throughout the season and could define the trajectory of the franchise for years to come. Fans are witnessing a rare moment where strategic boldness, roster management, and financial discipline converge, and the choices made now will set the tone for the next chapter in Yankees history. All right, Yankees fans, let's dive deeper into the whirlwind that is shaping the Bronx Bombers offseason, because the stakes could not be higher, and the decisions being made right now will define the next era of the franchise. The outfield situation is reaching critical mass, and the financial implications are just as dramatic as the roster battles. Cody Bellinger remains a central figure in this saga, and the tension surrounding his potential return is palpable. After a season in which he posted a .272 batting average, a .334 on-base percentage, and a .480 slugging percentage with 29 home runs, Bellinger has proven his value. The Yankees have expressed a strong desire to bring him back, but the competition in the free agent market is fierce. The Toronto Blue Jays, perennial rivals in the American League East, have made it clear they are serious players in this pursuit, willing to leverage their substantial payroll to outbid anyone standing in their way. Bellinger's camp is not shy about reminding the world that at 28, he is in his prime and just a year and a half older than Kyle Tucker, another top-tier outfield target. The Yankees face a daunting challenge in securing Bellinger, while simultaneously navigating the constraints of a self-imposed payroll ceiling hovering around $300 million. Staying under that threshold may mean making painful sacrifices elsewhere, but failing to secure a player of Bellinger's caliber could leave gaps in the lineup that would be difficult to compensate for, especially as the competition in the division intensifies. Meanwhile, the broader strategy for improving the outfield revolves not only around acquisitions, but also the careful management of internal talent. Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez remain central to these calculations, with Dominguez's trade value peaking, while Jones quietly positions himself as a reliable contributor capable of covering center and left field at a high level. If Jones earns the fourth outfielder spot, the Yankees could effectively leverage Dominguez in a trade for pitching or other critical pieces, turning a potential surplus into strategic capital. This approach requires a delicate balance of patience, timing, and bold decision-making, especially when factoring in the physical demands and injury risks associated with relying on young talent. While fans may lament the departure of a promising phenom, the reality is that immediate impact and championship contention are the primary metrics for success in New York, where the pressure to deliver rings is unrelenting. Pitching continues to dominate the Yankees' offseason agenda, with the rotation's health and depth being a decisive factor in the team's ability to compete. The search for elite pitching talent has taken the franchise across the globe, with particular emphasis on Japanese standouts Tatsuya Emi and Kona Takahashi. Emi, a hard-throwing right-hander, has become the center of a bidding war that includes multiple major league teams, but the Yankees have positioned themselves as serious contenders. Emi's potential contract, rumored to approach $150 million, underscores both the value placed on his talent and the risk inherent in such a substantial investment. The Yankees are weighing this risk carefully, knowing that Emi's arrival could stabilize the rotation while key starters recover from injuries like Tommy John surgery. Garrett Cole's delayed return and Clark Schmidt's early season absence leave the Yankees thin, making the addition of a capable innings eater a necessity rather than a luxury. At the same time, Kona Takahashi represents a cost-effective option, bringing experience, consistency, and a proven track record in Japan's top professional league. His ability to provide innings in either a starting or relief capacity offers the Yankees both flexibility and a safeguard against over-reliance on younger pitchers who may not yet be ready to handle a full major league season. Together, these moves reflect a nuanced approach to roster building, blending high-ceiling prospects with reliable, experienced contributors to ensure stability and competitiveness. The broader context of these maneuvers highlights the complexity of the Yankees' strategy. Dominguez's potential trade for an established starter like Sandy Alcantara, the pursuit of free agents such as Bellinger or Tucker, and the international focus on Emi and Takahashi all converge to illustrate a franchise operating at a high-stakes intersection. Decisions must account not only for immediate performance, but also for long-term implications, balancing risk, reward, and financial prudence. The Yankees' commitment to staying under a $300 million payroll ceiling adds an additional layer of challenge, forcing the front office to carefully allocate resources while ensuring the team remains competitive in a division crowded with aggressive spenders. Rival organizations, particularly the Blue Jays, are not holding back, making every decision by the Yankees critical. The pressure to make the right calls is amplified by the city itself, where media scrutiny and fan expectations are unmatched, and the margin for error is razor-thin. Adding to the intricacy of the offseason are the potential dynamics of the outfield roster. Aaron Judge remains the cornerstone, and the integration of new talent must complement, rather than disrupt, his impact. The balance between established stars and emerging players is delicate, as too many high-profile bats can lead to log jams, limiting at-bats and slowing development. This is where strategic positioning of players like Spencer Jones becomes critical. Jones's combination of speed, defense, and offensive capability provides the Yankees with a versatile option, capable of filling multiple roles while still allowing emerging stars like Dominguez to be moved for maximum value. The interplay between these decisions reflects the broader philosophy of the organization. Immediate competitiveness must coexist with calculated talent management, ensuring that the team is not only successful in the short term, but also positioned to maintain relevance in the coming seasons. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Even without official statements, club insiders and anonymous sources have fueled the speculation, suggesting that the Yankees may have secured not just one, but two high-profile stars in a dramatic double move that no one saw coming. According to the murmurs circulating through industry circles, the front office in the Bronx has been operating in near-total secrecy. Executives reportedly held a series of late-night meetings over the past few days, working quietly to finalize the pair of blockbuster signings. Some insiders claim the deals were structured with astonishing speed, catching rival teams off guard and leaving agents scrambling to verify what had just unfolded. Rumor has it that these players, both considered elite in their respective roles, could immediately reshape the Yankees' competitive trajectory. One is described by insiders as a franchise-altering presence, the type of athlete capable of anchoring a lineup and electrifying a stadium with a single swing. The other is said to bring a level of versatility and consistency that championship contenders covet, a player who can tilt the balance of a tight season without demanding the spotlight. Around the league, front offices have reportedly reacted with a mix of disbelief and urgency, fearing that the Yankees may have just tipped the balance of power. Social media has exploded with theories, fan breakdowns, and supposed leaks, though none confirmed, each attempt to guess the identities behind this mysterious double signing. While the organization remains silent, the buzz grows louder by the hour. Whether these rumors prove true or fade into the long list of off-season myths, one thing is clear. Something unusual is happening in the Bronx. And if the whispers hold even a fraction of truth, the Yankees may be preparing to unveil one of the most stunning roster coups in recent memory. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.